Welcome back to The Price of Business. I'm your host, Kevin Price, talking about you and your business. Going to spend some time chatting with Michele Smith, and she is with M Communications and M Publishing, and we're going to talk a little bit about the importance of public relations campaigns and investing in such. Michele, welcome to the program. How are you today?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
Excellent. Kind of give us your elevator speech for your firm.
Let's see. I've been in business for 7 years. We do marketing, PR, and publishing, and we're very heavy on the public relations side. So we get our clients on many national programs as well as most in local markets as well.
Okay. And how large is your firm?
We have about 7 employees out in California, and our offices are in El Dorado Hills, and we're looking to expand into San Francisco and Reno.
Talk a little bit about the verticals that you operate in.
We operate mostly in, we're kind of all over the place. Like our clients are either business or health related. We mostly service small to medium-sized companies. And again, if we find a project interesting and highly marketable, we take it on.
Is there any common denominator in your clients?
I'd say a lot of them have been startups, especially around 2008 when I started my business. And then the other common denominator is half of my clients, the publishing company, are authors. So when I first started in communications, I was doing PR for a ton of authors, and I ended up learning the whole publishing side of it. So that's how I kind of got into that. And what we do with our clients, we kind of look at their business and see how a book can actually help them increase, sales and that sort of thing and exposure for their general business. So that's been a kind of common denominator that we look at with our clients.
Mm-hmm. So tell us a little bit about, the range of types of PR campaigns that a firm like yours offers.
We kind of go all over the place. We charge hourly, and we're not your typical large firm where we charge $5,000 retainers per month. What we do is we talk to the client and kind of find out what their goals are, and we customize the campaign around that. So whether it's an author campaign, we usually start out with a local market. Even startup businesses, we do that as well. But we try to customize it per client and fit, within their budget, obviously, because some clients want to do the whole New York national circuit, and so it kind of varies across the board.
Mm-hmm. So does the hourly rate vary on what they do, or do you just add more hours based on what they want to do?
It's just based on hours on what they want to do. Typically, with a market like New York, you're looking at 20 hours to start for a PR campaign. And also Kevin, it really varies on the subject matter. For example, one of my clients, he wrote "Feed Your Pet to Avoid the Vet," and so pet editors and producers that cover media related to pets, that's very niche-y. So that would actually be less hours in a certain market. So again, it kind of varies across the board.
Right. Now, talk a little bit, then kind of like realistically, what kind of budget does a small business need to even entertain doing a campaign like yours?
Well, for a small business owner, I can use the Sacramento market for example, and you're looking at a general media, like a business type story. You're looking at $600 for a press release. Normally, throughout the campaign, unless a client has a major change, we have to rewrite a whole press release. We include changes with the press release. So it's a flat $600 for that, and then we charge $1,500 for a local campaign, and then we go month to month. Obviously, the more you're getting your name out there, the better. But so you're looking at like $2,100 to start in the Sacramento market, for example.
In the Sacramento market, right? It's not small. It's certainly not the largest, but it's not small either.
Exactly, but if you're looking at different cities across the United States, it depends on the media contacts that are there and what their subject matter is. We have subscription to Focus, which is actually the largest PR database in the world. We have a U.S. and Canada subscription, so I could literally go into any market and pull, for example, health reporters in New York, and it will actually list every single, editor, producer, blogger, you name it. And that's how we kind of base hours per campaign. So it really depends on the subject matter.
Right. So how would you say your company differs from others who are providing campaigns such as this?
Well, first of all, we're very personalized. We're not we're not the large firm that charges you a $3,000 to $5,000 a month retainer, and you never hear from them. So we provide weekly reports. We definitely get our clients' wish list. So, like, some people have hot buttons like NPR and CNN, and so we target those very hard. But we offer a very personalized service, and our rates, I'd say, are very, they're at or below market. Most firms don't charge hourly. Some small boutique firms do, but with the larger firms, like, you're looking at a large flat retainer per month, and that's our difference.
Mm-hmm. Talk a little bit about how investing in such a campaign could, in fact, improve the bottom line of a business.
Well, really, again, it really varies across the board. Like, I never know when I start a PR campaign what the results are going to be. It could be, branding. It could be, just new sales for the business itself, or it could result in, actual product sales for what the business is offering. And that, what I try to do with press releases, I try to have, like, multiple calls to action, so it's not like new book out, for example. I'd say one of my clients, and this is another difference for us for our firm, one who wrote Feed Your Pet to Avoid the Vet, I had him on Fox News once, and his spot went into 13 markets across the United States, and then the book went viral after that. And so I basically called him and said, you know what, I'm going to cancel your PR hours right now because he's getting so many sales in that there's no point of, him continuing a PR campaign. But, I've seen results vary across the board. I had another health client, and she did a lot of PR for her business locally. She wrote a book, and I had her on XM radio, and then they ended up offering her this huge advertising spot for free. So basically, she probably received about $250,000 in free advertising on XM. And again, those are kind of the higher examples, but I never really know the results. It varies across the board.
Yeah. Well, very good. Well, I think it's very important for people to consider, expanding their business through public relations, relationship development. And, there's a certain power of credibility and other really important tangible factors over time that can only be acquired through PR. I'm sure you agree.
Mm-hmm. Oh, completely. So I think, if you're placing an ad in a magazine, that works for certain businesses. But when you have an actual story, whether it's an interview or an editorial piece, it's still, you're still selling, but it's just a very more credible way to do so.
And it just has so much more weight to it than an ad. Everyone knows how an ad gets there, and so I think it speaks volumes. The website, by the way, mcommunicationsinc.com. mcommunicationsinc.com. Really timely story. Glad we were able to chat today. Thanks so much, Michele Smith.
Thank you so much for having me.
You bet. When we come back, we're going to have much more for you. Do want to remind you best content here shows up over there at usdailyreview.com. While there, like it on Facebook, follow it on Twitter.